Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor. Welcome to another beginner Hungarian lesson. We finally reached this point. Let's talk about verb conjugations in Hungarian. Today we're going to talk about the indefinite conjugation of regular verbs. I hope you already know the Hungarian personal pronouns because that's going to be helpful. If not, then here's a video. But before we get into the conjugation rules, I'd like to clarify a few things about Hungarian verbs. So, as probably most of you know, Hungarian verbs have two different forms. They're called definite and indefinite conjugation. That is only true for transitive verbs, by the way. We use the indefinite conjugation when there is no direct object in the sentence, or if the article before the object is indefinite. And we use the definite conjugation when the object is preceded by one of the two definite articles. Also, Hungarian only has a simple present tense, so we don't have present continuous and so on. So Hungarian verbs can be translated in different ways to English, depending on the context. Another thing to know is that Hungarian has so-called subject-verb agreement, meaning the verbs are taking different forms according to the personal pronouns. Also important to note is that most Hungarian verb stems can be found in third person singular. Usually it's pretty easy to find the verb stem if you know the infinitive form of the verb. If you don't know anything about the Hungarian infinitive, here's a video for you. I'm going to show you some examples soon, so it's going to make a lot more sense in a minute. Okay, let's see the basic suffixes in the indefinite conjugation. And this is where you have to know the Hungarian pronouns. So, én can have three suffixes. Ok, ek, and ök. Ok, ek, ök. Ok is used for back and mixed vowel words. Ek is for front vowel words, and ök is used if the last vowel of the word is ö, or ü, ü. Te, on the other hand, only has one suffix, the letter s. Ö doesn't have any suffixes. Like I said, that's where you find the verb stems most of the time. Mi can have two suffixes, unk or ünk. Unk is for back and mixed vowel words, and ünk is for front vowel words. Ti can have three suffixes, tok, tek, or tök. Allow me not to explain the rules of vowel harmony once again. And finally, ők has two suffixes, nak or nek. And one more important thing. If the verb only has a long e vowel in it, it will also get the back vowel suffixes, despite e being a front vowel. Let's see how this works in practice. I'm going to introduce the infinitive form of the verbs first, and then we'll take it from there, okay? Let's start with the verb to stand. To stand in Hungarian is állni. 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 It's written with a double L, but it's pronounced with a single L. I hope you already know that the ni ending indicates the infinitive form in Hungarian. If you drop the ni suffix, you get the third person singular conjugation, so it becomes áll. 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 He, she, it stands. You can also translate it to he, she, it is standing. Please keep that in mind. So áll is our verb stem, and we put the different endings after this according to each personal pronoun. Áll is a back vowel word, so it will get the back vowel suffixes where there are multiple options to choose from. So, én állok. Én állok. I stand. Te állsz. Te állsz. Te állsz. You stand. Ő áll. He, she, it stands. Mi állunk. Mi állunk. Mi állunk. We stand. Ti álltok. Ti álltok. Ti álltok. You stand. Ők állnak. Ők állnak. Ők állnak. They stand. Let's see the verb to live. To live in Hungarian is élni. 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 If you drop the ni, then you get él, which means he, she, it lives. The rest looks like this. Én élek. Én élek. Én élek. I live. Él is a front vowel word, so we'll get the front vowel suffixes. Te élsz. Te élsz. Te élsz. You live. Ő él. He, she, it lives. Mi élünk. Mi élünk. Mi élünk. We live. Ti éltek. Ti éltek. Ti éltek. You live. Ők élnek. Ők élnek. Ők élnek. They live. Let's see how to say to sit. To sit is ülni. 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 Again, drop the ni and you get ül, which means he, she, it sits or is sitting. The rest looks like this. Én ülök. Én ülök. Én ülök. I sit. Te ülsz. Te ülsz. Te ülsz. You sit. Ő ül. He, she, it sits. Mi ülünk. Mi ülünk. Mi ülünk. We sit. Ti ültök. Ti ültök. Ti ültök. You sit. Ők ülnek. Ők ülnek. Ők ülnek. They sit. Let's say 2 more verbs, just for fun. Let's see how to say to write, because it has one long E syllable. To write is írni. 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 Again, you drop the ni and you're left with ír, which means he, she, it writes. The rest of the pronouns will get the back vowel suffixes, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So, én írok. Én írok. Én írok. I write. Te írsz. Te írsz. Te írsz. You write. Ő ír. He, she, it writes. Mi írunk. Mi írunk. Mi írunk. We write. Ti írtok. Ti írtok. Ti írtok. You write. Ők írnak. Ők írnak. Ők írnak. They write. And our final verb for today is to speak. To speak is beszélni. 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 You drop the ni and you get beszél, which means he, she, it speaks. It's a front vowel word, so we use the front vowel suffixes. Én beszélek. Én beszélek. Én beszélek. I speak. Te beszélsz. Te beszélsz. Te beszélsz. You speak. Ő beszél. He, she, it speaks. Mi beszélünk. Mi beszélünk. Mi beszélünk. We speak. Ti beszéltek. Ti beszéltek. Ti beszéltek. You speak. Ők beszélnek. Ők beszélnek. Ők beszélnek. They speak. One last piece of information for today. Since the verbs are already conjugated according to the personal pronouns, most of the time you can drop the personal pronouns in a sentence, because the verb conjugation already tells you who is doing a certain action. Since I don't want to overload you with information, I'm going to end this video here, but we're going to talk about verbs for a long time because we've got lots of things to cover. I hope you don't mind that. Next time, we're still going to talk about indefinite conjugation, but some suffixes will get a connecting vowel, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok, a viszontlátásra!